Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another Minecraft episode. My name is the Son of Glory, and this is Omega Minecraft Sabbath server for 1.16.5, episode number 9. So, today, what are we doing? Well, I've got a few things planned, especially because we might be running out of time, and we might have to be quicker in building the exhibits. But I have a plan for this, don't worry, we're not running out of time at all. So, let me show you a little update on the things that I have done. So, first of all, I have added a few more guys so that I can have more mending rather than going to the experience farm. I have more iron so I can trade with those. I then made this little tunnel here, which goes all the way to a waterfall. So, it's not finished yet. I'm missing a lot of spruce planks right here, but we go all the way through the mountain up to the north side of the zoo. So if we keep jumping this way, we should be able to reach the waterfall right here. So I've made the stair trick so that the water doesn't overflow from a natural set of waterfalls that were here. And we end up pretty much at the tip of the zoo. I've also made a little bridge, so we're over here, no, we're over here. This is the biodomes and the house, so you can go all the way through the mountain and end up on this side. Probably going to make another connection to this side so that we could access these further away points from our house. Yeah, we also have started placing some glass for the next exhibits, and for now it just ends up in here. I'm probably going to have to move some of the trees because they're in the way. But yeah, this is as far as I've gotten as for path making, I think. And I think I also worked a little bit on this side. As you can see, I've been chopping trees here because they are in the way all the time. But I have added a little bit more infrastructure here. I don't know if that showed here. I also changed a little bit of things in the lake. If we go to this side, past the polar bears, I have gotten a few more polar bears off camera, so there's a few more of them. I think there's another one there, and then there should be one right there. Okay, I think that's all of them. Is there one missing? Oh no, that's the reindeer one. So, is it stuck in the water? I hope not. Is it all of them? Where are they? So we've got Bimbo, we've got Bambo, and we've got Bombi, and just the B names, Bumbo, and who are you? You are Boomba. Of course you are. I think you're fine. You're probably stuck, but we don't care. Now, to get out of here, it's a little painful, but there we are. Now, if we go over here, actually not go over here. If we go over to this side through the tunnel, I have added a little bit more pathway to the Orca exhibit. So if we go all the way, we can see that we've got a few more trees in here and added like the little pathway for this area. And I'm thinking I'm going to be clearing the lily pads so that I can have the orcas actually swim up to the surface, because else that's not going to work. Okay, if we go this way, I think there should be a little bit more things that I worked on. So, over here, next to the dwarf crocodiles and the bug area, so it's in this intersection between the elephants and the giraffes, we go here, this is the ant tunnel, and over there is the entrance somewhere. And then if we go up here through these archway, I have added a little area over here for eating and dining tables and such. There used to be a zombie here. I think it died somehow. I don't know how that happened. We still have a Christmas villager here, named John, of course, and it's a little colorful table so that he can sell things. And yeah, that's pretty much all I've done. I've also separated a little bit this area because mobs were able to get in. I also added bugs. And we finished pretty much the insect area. So these are the mantis. Over here we have a few scorpions. Is that all of them? I think that's all of them. Then I've added more dead bugs and spiders in their own little chamber. That's very yucky. Yeah, we also didn't really want to choose colors, but yeah, there's also some scorpions over here. A black scorpion that we found, a few more mantis, blue spider, blackish spider, then we have another blue spider here, normal spider, and another black spider. So yeah, we've kind of separated them a little bit to make sure they're kind of like separate in species. Then we've got a red rat area there ready for things, and then we've got betta fish tanks, because you know how betta fish can't be together because they kill each other. That scorpion scared me. Betta fish, there's another one there. We try to choose different colors, but again we can't tell which color it is. So yeah, there's another one here. And finally we have a tropical fish tank with a few of the modded ones, I think. There they are. Well, that's at least one of them. There should be two. Anyways, I think right now we are going to get some animals for the red area, as well as some building resources to build more exhibits. So let's go back to the house. Okay. I need a few wheat seeds for the pointless secret door. Capybara, cockatiel. Where are you? Aha! So these are the animals that I would want to release, because we also have the exhibit for them done. If you don't know, cockerels sifacas are some sort of lemur monkey thing. I don't know what they are, but I think we can release them. I have built the exhibit, which is right here. This is the exhibit that we've built. It has quite a lot of grass. I may have to get rid of some of it in the future. Let's see how big the animals are first, and then I can get rid of the foliage. We've also added like some playing areas and such, but I think we are missing some stone troughs and plates, so I can move this plant out of the way. Hello. We would place, where would I place this? I guess here with the two bowls. Then I guess one cannot be there because they'll escape. Here with another bowl there, and another one, and then we can go up here and place another bowl. They can get up here though, so I might have to move it, and they might be able to climb walls, which is what I'm the most worried about. So let's move it a little bit to the front and place another one here and a plate here. Okay, that should be enough. Now I would like to get water for the troughs, because we kind of need water, even though it's just aesthetic. How can I get out of here? That should be good. And I land, yeah. I can place water up in the big one, I guess. Makes the most sense. And inside of you. Do I need more water? I don't think so. So I think we're done to release the animals in the big one. Big. I think we're ready. I forgot the name tags. There we go. Name tags that magically appeared through the magic of editing. Hello, I wasn't expecting you to be that color. That's strange. That's the wrong thing. You can be acacia because you're brownish. And oh, I thought you were a different color. I swear when I captured you, you had a different color. And I guess we can breed you too. PBS thanks you. What? PBS. Okay. God knows what the PBS is, but I guess we've now got cockerel sifacas, and they seem to be able to stay in here. Let's remove some of the foliage though, because they are smaller than I thought. I thought they would be bigger for some reason. I can move this fan palm out of the way and plant it. I have absolutely no space for this. I guess there, and remove that leaf. Yeah. Okay, so I think I have cleared some of the foliage now enough so that we can see the cockerel sifacas. And there they are in their natural habitat. Oh, I think they can climb. That might be a problem. You can perfectly get out of there. Okay, I think I might have to cover everything up. Anyways, that's a problem for future me. We're gonna be working now on the banded penguin exhibit. There it is. So for the banded penguin exhibit, I have to not bang myself into the wall and stop falling down here. I have a thing. If you remember last season, we had bubble columns for the penguins so that they didn't drown. Now, I think I should raise this glass somehow so that if I place the bubble columns, they don't go over the edge. I finished the tunnel, so I added all the wood that connects to here. I've also added this section this way, so we have a little viewing area for the penguins. I think you cannot see the glass for the waterfall, so it should be perfectly fine. Obviously, you can still climb up here and get out, which honestly is just the problem of the people visiting the zoo. Anyways, we are going to... What is this? That is stuffed deer, probably. So I'm going to have to remove this and probably make a glass wall. Let's remove this. I had these stone bricks to signify where the exhibit would start and end as well, so let's remove those. There we go. I think that should be enough. Can they get out? I think I might want to raise it a little bit further, but let's see how that looks from the inside after we do this house. So I'm gonna build a little house for the banded penguins using thatch. Hopefully this looks good. is happening? Okay. Okay, I have been building a little bit, and now we're going to release another animal, so we are going to release the rats. We've added a little tunnel down here for them, with pretty much just dirt, as if it was just a pretty boring tunnel. I guess rats like that, I don't know. But we have to close this first. Dark oak logs seem fine, I guess. There we go. Yes, it is absolutely perfect. Yes. I think they shouldn't be able to die, and everything seems okay. So we should be releasing the rats now. I'm gonna stand here to release them. Whoop. That's the first one. Okay, so we're doing it one by one. So let me... Yeah, that would be better. Ramona. Boop. There we go. Bye, I guess. Sit down. Okay. I guess I can stand up here and scare them into the tunnel. What did you do? Where is the... Oh. Give me the name tag. This is going to be horrible. Give me the name tag. Let me see if I can find it. Ramona, it's you. Where are you going? Okay, now you can go down. Let me out first. Excuse you. Now this is a very precarious situation. I don't want you to suffocate. Okay. That mouse is so annoying. Can you scare into the tunnel? Okay, that should be fun. Maybe I should close the tunnel and we work on the other things. So let's do the next one. Where we go? This one is already used. Fluffs. I think I got you. Now you can go down into the tunnel next with the others. Please go in. Thank you. That's really funny. Then the next one we've got Kuka. Here. There we go. Now you go into the tunnel again. But okay. I guess one goes in, one goes out, right? Are they over there? I can't tell. You go stay in that corner. That is... But rats are very fast. And that's Frodo. There we are. So I should be able to open this now. And we need to somehow get out of here. I guess if we spook them into the tunnel, they should be able to go... Why are you spooked? Go into the tunnel. You two. Go into the tunnel. Where the... Okay, that's fine. I think we can get out of here. One rat shouldn't be much of a nuisance anyways. Or maybe it is. I don't know. Let's get out of here as fast as we can. There we go. Quickly place the glass. There we go. So they should be using the tunnel. Look, 3 of them are in the tunnel. That's so cute. They shouldn't be a problem because of chunks. No, there's no animals here. I guess that's a possible problem because the birds are here, so nothing should be able to despawn. And yeah, they're all out of the tunnel at this point, I think. But maybe we should extend the tunnel to here and make another exhibit. I think that fits. I may work on that off camera. Yeah, but look at them. Those are very cool. I think it came out pretty good. And they're just chilling, which is good, although we might have to go quickly because I think there's a thunderstorm. So yeah, these are the rats, and let's go quickly before there's much of a thunderstorm. Wait, is it fine? Yeah, let's go back to building now. Oh, we've been building a lot, and has been a lack of explanation to how much building we've been doing, so maybe we should do something together at first. So we're gonna work on the frog lake. If you know, we're gonna be doing frogs as well as tree monitors in this island. So the only thing that I've done is make this flower bed here, as well as that one there, and clear up this piece of land here. And added a little bit of glass, as well as made that wall. And yeah, so we've got to do the lake. Now the problem with frogs is that they can drown, believe it or not, in less than 1 block of water. Oop, I fell. So that's gonna be a problem. We need to have slab absolutely everything so that it looks decent. So we gotta use a combination of stones, and I've also brought a little bit of green things to be like grass, I guess. So let's see how this looks after a while. How am I this stuck? Hello? How did I do that? That's so weird. What on earth? Why? I'm just stuck in the rocks. Whoop! I can also get out of them apparently without completely standing up. Well, hello there. That's really weird. Anyways, I've been adding a little bit of rocky formations with stairs and slabs and blocks. I've also added these lily pad things, which I don't know if I like them. Now that I think about it, I might want to move this down by 1 block so that I can add a flower in the middle, which would probably be a water plant or a coral. So, I didn't mean to do that. Anyways, let's go down through here. Wait, actually, yeah, let's make it slabs. Can I get out of here? Hello, please. Why am I stuck in the water? Okay. Can I get out of the water flow? For God's sake! There we go. I also need to waterlog that. Bucket, why is my mouse not working? There we go. And let's fix this other one. Hello, mouse? Stop being weird. There we go. That should have been waterlogged automatically. Yeah, we would need to add coral to those flowers. I've also added this big splooge of blue glass because I do want to still have some depth in the lake. Yet I don't know how to do it otherwise, and I think with my texture pack it even looks more realistic, the blue glass. If we remove the rest of the water, it should be perfect. But yeah, I also need to work on this area, which is going to have an island, and I think I'm going to finish it off there for now. And let's continue it this way. be enough plants for now. I guess now we can put in the flowers. That should be a bubble coral, and then if we go this way, I have a few more big lily pads. This one is a 4x4, that has to be a coral. That has got 3 of those, I guess. 1, then a bubble coral, and then we can do water hawthorn things. And that also has to be a hawthorn. That will look good. Yeah, I think that should be fine. Now let's add some of these lettuce things so that it looks kind of like vines floating on the water. And let's kind of spam these everywhere next to this green island thing. Like that. We can fill in. I guess we can also place them in the waterlogged slab so that they kind of merge. Does that look good? I think that's good. Let's also use some water hyacinths. They look a little bit darker, although I don't think I want that many flowers. So let's place them only very sporadically. I think that should be enough. We can also use lily pads in certain areas. That's not waterlogged, that is. So we can put... I guess we can even put some horn coral here. Let's hope that doesn't dry. That one dried. Silk touch. We can use this as a rock somewhere. Here. That actually looks better, I think, than the bright yellow ones. Let's put them in the waterlogged slabs. This area is going to be more dry, I think, but it's kind of for the frogs, which are from different places. Let's also put some coral fans, kind of like nest things. That one dried. That's unfortunate. So I guess we can't put anything there. That is waterlogged though. And let's place them like so. Let's also place lily pads on this side. I guess actually no. The frogs might get stuck under them and drown. Oh, I also need to place this. And maybe a few sea pickles. Even though they're not gonna emit any light. They look kind of interesting. Let's maybe remove that eventually. One there, maybe 2. And let's place some tube coral maybe? I don't have anywhere to place coral at, but I can place some lily pads here, not there. And I guess water lettuce somewhere. Here, here. I think that should be okay for the frogs. I think maybe these pickles are a problem. Anyways, we have finished the lake. Now we're going to move on to something else. So right now I'm on top of a blue tree thing. What is that? Why is the... Hello? Who placed the water block there? Wait, that must have been... That actually is a waterfall that tried to generate there. Okay, that's funny. I'm leaving it there. It would have changed things a little bit, but I guess it's good that it never spawned. Anyways, let's go back to this side. And we are pretty much running out of time now that I think about it, because I have pretty much have to do the world download now. But anyways, let me show you what I've been working on. I've added the kangaroo area here. Let me try and jump up here. There we go. So this is the kangaroo area. I've added these mesa biome things as well as stones with granite, and added some sandstone patterns. I've also been working on this side, which is kind of more lush and a little bit of water, and added a few toys for them to play them. And on this side, I'm going to be working on the koala area. So I brought some rainbow eucalyptus saplings. Hopefully I can grow them decently. So I think you can make a big one. I need bone meal though, I forgot about that. I should have bone meal in this area though. Somewhere, up here. We've also changed these things because apparently in the world download they don't work anymore. So, I don't know, that's a bit weird things from the server. Anyways, what I was here for, bone meal. There we go, let's take 2 stacks. Our eggs are pretty much full again. So, let's go up here. And we also need to... That was horrible. We also need to sleep now because mob spawns are enabled. So sleeping is going to take more time over the little time that we have left to finish the zoo. But I'd rather sleep than dying. Yay! Why can I not move? What on earth? Hello? Huh? Okay, that was a little bit weird. I apparently was stuck inside the leaves and I couldn't see them. Now they're gone. So let me replace this completely and remove this too. There we go. That looks way better, and we can use these logs to make little roots. And should we add more leaves? I don't think we need to. There we go. I think I might want to redo the tree. No, it looks fine. It's a weird tree, although the branches grew a little weirdly. There's like a double branch here, so I'm going to remove most of the logs because they look really horrible. I didn't mean to do that. I guess we can remove the ones on this side too. That log can stay there for now. We should also move this up by one. There we go, that looks okay. We can now use the logs that we have for something else. But I want to do... Let me deposit these fish. I want to use... Where is it? What am I looking for? There we go, cattails. We only have one, that's fantastic. I guess some small flowers would look good. Pink anemones together with those, and some leather flowers maybe, or actually some bromeliads and bird of paradise would look better for the koalas, as well as some orange amaranth. And we have so many birds of paradise, oh my god. Well, that one is a normal one, and we can also use white cherry foliage maybe, or arctic poppies. So I don't think I can place the cattails anywhere, so let me put them out of water, and we can start placing this. I found a wilted grass, which is kind of cool, but let's first place these eucalyptus next to the big tree. That looks good. We can also place some patches of eucalyptus because koalas are all about eucalyptus. There we go. We can place another patch here. Hello, bee. I didn't want to pick you up. And now we can use... Ooh, wheatgrass. Wheatgrass isn't that different from normal grass. It just has a little bit of curliness to it. I think you can't even notice it's there, so it's not really necessary to use specifically wheatgrass. So the wilted grass, on the other hand, has a different tint to it, and I think it's great when you use it with podzol and other earthy blocks because it's kind of brownish. I'm also gonna add some of these creeping teak trefoils and some Johnson grass too, in the corners only because it's very obtrusive. I also brought some of these ether grass, which I think looks good for transitioning the normal grass to the ether ground floor. And it's also quite lush, and I really like its texture. Do those flowers look good? I don't know if I want to keep flowers. I'm just gonna place them. Yeah, I think they look good. Also, let's place some of the yellow plants as well as some bamboo. What else do I have? I think that should be everything that I want to place right now. So I'm in a bit of a predicament. Why am I holding the berries like that? What? Okay. Why am I holding the berries like that? What? Okay, I am not in Riptide mode. I am in the animation though. I was trying to get up here and now I'm stuck. I'm holding the fork like I'm about to stab someone. What does it look when I go down? Okay, that's really funny. Anyways, now that I have finished the exhibit, I'm going to be releasing the animals. I think that should be the last thing that I do this episode. It's getting quite long. Anyways, let's move you out of here. There we go. You're going to be Rainbow. We don't need to name them anymore, but I'm still gonna name them, some of them. Although not many of them because the iron form is completely bust, so I'm gonna be using dot name tags. Koala, koala, I can use you. I like those that have like a brown back. Then the next 3, they are Sydney, all of them, I think. There we go. Then this one is done, so the middle 2. There we go. And the last one is that one. Anything else? I don't think so. The rest are kangaroos. We can place more animals now, which is funny. There we go. Now we have a bunch of koalas. They're smaller than I thought too, so we might have to fill this place with koalas as well. But I think it's great. They're everywhere now. They're extremely slow though. But look at them. I think now we should release the kangaroos now that you have done the koala, so let's get out of the exhibit somehow. But yeah, that's the koalas done. They can also climb, so I discovered that glass panes of the exhibit glass blocks them from climbing, so I've also added that in the Cockerel Sifaka area instead of making a whole glass roof. Let's move you here, let's try and breed you. Oh dang it, that didn't work. Anyways, these are the kangaroos. That you're gonna be Joey. Anything else? I don't think so. You are going to be Bags, of course. You run weirdly. That one is empty. You're going to be Dot, of course. You're also going to be Dot. You're also going to be Dot. And the last one. Oh, a different one. You're red. I don't think we have that many kangaroos, so we might want to get a few red ones too. It's a tan red. That's a crispy red. Tan red. Oh, it's female and male. You're a female, and the red one is a male. I didn't know that. Okay, then we should get more males actually, and maybe we can breed them to get more kangaroos. But look at them. Ain't they so cute? So, I think we've done more than enough this episode, and I think we are basically done with the zoo. We just need to release the animals and finish a few more exhibits, but we have officially run out of time, to be precise, because we are now under world download, as I've mentioned. Yet, I think we can finish before the next season starts, I hope. So, the next episode is going to be releasing animals, and the next after that is going to be finale. But anyways, apart from that, I really hope you enjoyed this episode. If you did, please consider subscribing, hitting that like button, as well as commenting down below what you want me to do next or any other suggestions. And without further ado, thank you so much for watching, and I will hope to see you in the next episode where we will finally finish this zoo. That's going to be it for today, guys. Thank you so much. Goodbye. Bye.